Hey guys, here I am with my Zed item set, and this is for your basic assassin Zed. And so here we can see that I've won 21 games, lost 14 games as him, 60% win-loss ratio, pretty decent stats. And now let's go over here, item sets. So Zed, first buy, red pot, and 3 health potions. He's really early levels unless you have a jungler like Jarvan or anyone who can lock you down on CC pretty well. You don't really need wards because you can use your W and easily escape. So I prefer not to buy a ward and just go 3 health potions and red pot right as I start. And then here we go, wards and boots, just because wards I prefer them being easy access, and then boots, they're not really an early game item, they're before that. So I just go right here to early game. Early game, buy Brutalizer. Brutalizer is really good on Zed. The cooldown reduction helps him with his E's and Q's and W's and everything, because people who don't use mana scale really well with cooldown reduction. And then Dorans, you can just buy a few Dorans blades. I mean, they scale really well with health, and they help you throughout the first 20 minutes of the game. I say you could have your Dorans, and then you can start selling them. A vampiric scepter. This is good because on Zed, you can buy a vampiric scepter and change it into either your Bloodthirster or Blade of the Ruined King. The Blade of the Ruined King works really well on him because during his ultimate you can use it and it'll do more damage with your the little explosion that goes off after a few seconds, the death mark. And then the Hex Drinker is kind of situational, but also it is still a good item for him no matter what. So I mean, you can buy it if the enemy team has quite a bit of AP, but if they don't, you probably shouldn't buy it. And now mid game, Lost Whisper really helps with your, just when you go in on the AD carry or the AP carry, just nuke them down. And then normally you're doing that by yourself, so you don't really need a Black Cleaver. But then when you go back into the fight, you'll be hitting everyone else with your E, and that'll apply stacks of the Black Cleaver, which will help your team do more damage, and boom, you win the team fight. Simple as that, really. And now here, Bloodthirster, I explained that earlier, it's really good on set, and Blade of the Ruined King. So a while ago, I was reading something about these on Zed, and they're the same price now, but the Bloodthirster is worth it early game to buy over the Blade of the Ruined King if the enemy has below about 2,000 health. But if they have more than 2,000 health, so pretty much late game status, or if they buy any health items, it's better to buy a Blade of the Ruined King. So that's just pretty sure fact right there. Don't quote me on that, but that's what I go off of, and it works pretty well for me. And situational, Maw of Mordius, I explained that earlier with the Hex Drinker, then Mercurial Scimitar. It's the same thing as I did with Kaz's. I mean, you can't go wrong with magic resist and attack damage, and it's pretty good attack damage, and it also has the Quicksilver passive, which is amazing. The War Mugs, again, you don't want to be squishy. And you might be able to put a Randuin's in there if you're going into people who are, maybe if they have 280 carries, I don't know why they would, or someone like who plays as an AD carry, kind of like Trendmere, people who utilize their attack speed well. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed, and see ya.